What's up everybody, David from Pro Do Flippers here today. Just wanted to make a video. It's been a while since I made one. The last couple I've made have kind of been talking about how eBay is not going well, and this one's going to become somewhat similar. So I want to talk about what is going on with eBay, what is going on with reselling, and what I think this year is turning out to be compared to previous years. And then I'm just going to tell you the one thing that I'm just going to do is going to be a shift for me to see if if it can make a difference in at least my well-being, my mindset, or whatever. So I'm going to start with going through my numbers for this year and for maybe the past year or two before that, just so you can kind of see what I'm experiencing as far as how much it's selling comparative to last year's and things like that. So let's look at the spreadsheet now. All right, so here's my spreadsheet. So a couple weeks ago, I bought a desktop computer and a refurbished one from eBay, and it seemed like it's been a great computer so far. I've just ran into my first problem is that it doesn't meet the hardware requirements to record through my screen through the Xbox game recorder that comes on with Windows 10. Anyway, so hopefully you guys can see this okay. I'm just gonna have to record it with my phone. But anyway, so here we are. This is showing here in this column here is my monthly sales on eBay for this year. Not bad sales. I'm approaching 130,000, which is still slightly ahead of last year. If I highlight these first 8 months, I was at pretty much 127,000, and I'm getting close to 128,000. So maybe $2,000 higher if I say is August 31st. So maybe by the end of the day I'll get a few hundred more in sales, hopefully. If not, whatever. And so you can see that these first couple months were consistently about a couple $1,000 better until we got to April. Then it was just like maybe barely, not even quite $1,000 better. And then May was the first month where I saw the actual decline. And then June came back up, and then same thing in July, another decline, and same thing this month. I'm going to be $4,000 less than last year. So not good at all, especially when you look at the level of my listings. So I can show you that on this spreadsheet here on this tab. You can see here in this column is my number of total listings at the start of each month. And so at the beginning of the year I was at 2682. We're up to about, well, we were at the start of August up to about 3127. I think we're actually lower than that right now. And if you compare that to last year at the start of August, I had 2,177 listings. So about 1,000 listings higher this year. This is not good, guys. 1,000 more listings this year, and I'm going to make $4,000 less this month. Really disappointing. And so going back to this monthly, you can just see that how I did compared to previous years. So obviously, if you look at these two green highlighted ones, so this first green highlighted one here is when I went full-time. I quit my corporate bank job and went full-time with eBay. So that was that month that I started that. And here, this one is when my wife quit her job, Melissa quit her job, and she joined me to do this full-time as well. And so you would expect to see some increases well, not necessarily, I would have liked to have seen some increases, but I guess I did, so year over year. So I did 73, almost 74 this year when I was still part-time. My first year full-time I did 116 almost. And then I did 171. That was with a few months worth of Melissa helping me when she was home from work because of the shutdowns. And then anyway, we ended up with 171. Our first full-time year together, we did 208,000. This year, I don't even know if we're going to hit 208,000. The way things are trending, I think I'm going to be lower than my last 4 months are going to be lower than these each month, and so I think we are going to be lucky to hit 200,000. My goal was for 240,000, but anyway, I just wanted to kind of show you where we are at as far as our actual numbers, what is going on, and how bad it is looking for us. We still are making about the same as last year, so we're still doing okay financially, but we had big hopes about what this year was going to be with our increase in growth. So anyway, that's the spreadsheet. All right, so that's the spreadsheet. Hopefully you guys are doing something to track your numbers. As always, this spreadsheet will be linked in my the description, you can buy it for $9. That's very helpful. It enables me to track my numbers, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, year over year, so I can see the progress that my business is making. But so what does this all mean? What's going on? Why is eBay so slow? Why is reselling so slow? And this may not be the case for all of you. And for those of you who are newer, who've only started this year or early last year, you may not even be noticing what's going on. But for me, who's been doing it for many years now, I've talked about it before that historically we've sold about 1% of our listings would sell per day. So if we had 1,000 listings, we'd be selling about 10 things a day, 2,000, 20 things a day. That's no longer the case. Whether it's just because of what's going on in the economy, what's going on with eBay, or what's going on with reselling in general, I don't know, but we are now down to selling about 0.5% a day. So I think for August we still sold about 17 things a day, which is not bad, but I was selling, I think, more than 17 things a day last year with 2/3 of the amount of listings, right? With 2,000 listings versus 3,000. So it's very disappointing. I don't really know what to do. As far as there are changes that we could make to try to do, I could try to be pickier with my sourcing and source more and keep listing more, improve the quality, maybe offer free returns, all these other things that I've talked about in a previous video. I could try those things, but I just don't know that it's going to make a big difference. I think it could make a small difference, and we might start, we will definitely keep trying to push our listings up. I'm still considering the free returns to see if that can make a difference, but I think the biggest thing I need to do, and maybe you need to do if you've been selling for quite a while, so you're not brand new to this, is I just need to shift my mindset, and I just need to quit comparing our sales this year to previous years, because it's just not the same environment financially, in the economy or whatever. So I just don't think it's fair for me to compare to last year. I've said before that in business and in life that you're going to have good years and bad years, and I think that we're just entering into a bad year, and maybe hopefully it's not going to be too much longer. I have a bad feeling that probably next year is going to be bad too, and then hopefully we'll get back to having some good years, and then hopefully I will reap the benefits of having so many listings, and instead of selling 200,000, maybe when those better years come, then maybe I'll be selling 300, 400,000. I really think that could be possible. So if I was selling at the rate I was selling the last couple of years before 2022, I would be hitting probably 300,000 in sales this year with the listings I'm at. But good for us that we did increase our listings so much this past year, because I hate to think about how far down our income would have dropped this year if we were still at 2,000 listings. Likely, if that happened, then one of us would probably be going back to work. That's probably would be Melissa, because this is kind of my business that she's not as interested in running as I am. I pretty much do all the sourcing and all the listings. She does a lot of work, obviously, to help me get those listings up, but it's not really her thing. Like if something happened to me, I don't think she would keep doing it. So anyway, we don't want that to happen. We really enjoy our lifestyle of staying at home and working when we want to, and having the flexibility to go do whatever we want to do. So we're going to keep plugging away. We're still making plenty of money. We just have more listings now, and so we'll keep upping those listings, and hopefully that wherever we're at now, it's not going to get any worse. So if we're at 0.5% of our sales selling every day, hopefully that doesn't drop to 0.3. Hopefully it doesn't keep declining. Maybe as long as we're at where we're at, and we can keep growing our listings, and then our income will start going back up based on that 0.5% per day, I'll be okay with that. If it continues to decline, then we're going to have to do something different. We've been throwing around a lot of ideas, kind of brainstorming about other businesses that we could start on the side to see what happens with that. Probably some kind of a local service-based business. Nothing seems to be a super great fit that we're excited about doing yet, so we're still throwing around ideas, but I don't want to have to do that, but things aren't going the way, we were hoping that by this time we would have be making plenty of money, that we could start doing something different with investments or something like that by now. So, and it hasn't really happened this year. So the biggest mindset shift I think we need to make is quit comparing to last year. Let's just look forward. So this month was better than last month. this is how I always used to do it. So this month was better than last month. Let's just keep going with that. So let's try to make September a little bit better than August. So whatever you can do, get your listings up, improve the quality, source a little better. All those things that I talked about in that previous video, let's do that and just quit comparing to the previous years, because it's just not going to be the same. So all we can do is really do the best that we can do for right now, and hopefully that we get the positive results from that. So this is just going to be a quick video. I just wanted to kind of mention that. I think that I've just been really frustrated looking at previous year and just seeing how much worse we're doing. I mean, $4,000 a month less this month compared to last year of August, with 1,000 additional listings this year. It's just insane. So I don't know, leave in your comments what you're experiencing compared to previous years, if you've been doing this for more than a couple years, I guess. I just still not hearing it. I haven't been spending as much time on social media, on Instagram or YouTube, so I don't really know if other sellers are talking about this or not, or if they're having this kind of similar experiences. I have a feeling that a lot of the YouTubers that are reselling don't want to talk about it because they want people to think they're doing well, which is fine. Or there are some other resellers who maybe aren't, or some other YouTubers who are more of YouTubers than they are resellers, and so they're more focused on just making content, which is awesome also. But let me know in the comments what you guys are experiencing or what you're seeing. I wish I could say that I think it's just me, but I don't think it is. I think it's very common that a lot of people are struggling this year. I think a lot of people who are maybe struggling last year, maybe are going to be giving up this year. I don't know. So I hope that's not the case. We love what we do. Hopefully you love what you do and you can keep doing it too. But anyway, let me know how it's going for you guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, whatever you can do. Thanks again, guys.